Welcome to Eat Your Peas, the podcast about doing what's good for yourself, even when you don't feel like it. I'm Lily Rachels, and I'm serving up bite-sized growth principles to help you build an intentional life. Welcome back to Eat Your Peas. Today we're talking about the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, according to the Gottman Institute. The Gottman Institute is a leading expert on relationships, and these are 4 things that they have identified that if these are present in your current relationship, they need to be remedied yesterday. These are the things that will lead to the demise of your relationship. Number 1, criticism. Criticism is attacking your partner. It's saying those things that are hurtful. It's when someone does something and you come at them with all the you statements like, you're so dumb, you never think about me, you don't really care about others, it's all about you. It's important to differentiate between a complaint and a concern versus criticism. So a complaint or concern in your relationship is something very specific that you can talk about. It's, hey, this situation bothered me, this is why, how can we fix it? Whereas criticism is an attack of your partner. Unchecked criticism leads to the second horseman, which is contempt. Out of all the horsemen, this one may be, I don't want to say the worst, but the most harmful in my opinion, because contempt is that mean, disrespectful, sarcastic, name-calling, scoffing, eye-rolling behavior towards your partner. If criticism is an attack of your partner, contempt is this superiority over your partner. It's this inward feeling that I am better than you and I'm going to teach you a lesson because I am just so much greater than you are. The partner on the receiving side of the contempt can begin to feel worthless, have very low self-esteem, and this is where the relationship just really starts to crumble because on one hand, you have this person who is feeling worthless, and on the other hand, you have someone that just has so much disrespect and anger towards their partner. The third horseman is defensiveness, and this can often be a response to that first horseman, criticism. This is where the criticized person is feeling unfairly and unjustly criticized, like they're being attacked for something they didn't deserve, so they go on the defensive, right? So maybe they make excuses or they try to completely reverse the criticism back on their partner. On one hand, it makes sense to be defensive when you're unfairly criticized, but the danger is you're just flipping it on your partner and you're not dealing with the actual problem, right? You're just getting defensive. The fourth horseman is stonewalling. Stonewalling is shutting down. Often the result of contempt, it's where the partner that's experiencing that contempt just shuts off. They might find ways to distract themselves, to avoid talking. They tune out. They don't respond. They are physiologically overwhelmed and have nothing to give to the situation. So what if you're experiencing 1, 2, or all of these 4 things within your relationship? What can you do? If you're finding yourself criticizing your partner constantly and putting them down and attacking them, instead of that criticism for whatever's going on that's bothering you, I want you to try to use the I statements. So instead of being on the attack with, you did this, you did that, you come at them with a specific complaint or concern. I am upset because this happened. I would really like to fix this. How can we fix this together? When we use the I statements, it helps our partner not go on the defensive as quickly because we're not accusing and attacking. Instead, we're actually voicing a specific complaint or concern that we have. If you are feeling contempt for your partner, that you don't have the respect for them, you're kind of being mean to them, you feel that you're better than them, I want you to start writing down 5 things every single day that you love and appreciate about your partner. Think of this as a very specific gratitude practice because what you're doing is you're retraining yourself to look for the good in your partner and you're reminding yourself of what you appreciate and value about them. If you find yourself on the defensive constantly, maybe you are the one that's experiencing a lot of criticism and you're being very defensive. Instead of taking that immediate flip to where you're very defensive towards your partner when they say something, I want you to take a breath and listen to what they have to say. And if there's something in there you need to apologize for, do it. Take responsibility for your part in the argument, because it's never just one person, right? There's more than one person in this relationship, so more than one person has to take responsibility. And if you're listening to this podcast, it starts with you, because you're looking for ways to remedy the situation, and the only thing you have control over is yourself. So instead of going on the defensive, take a second, hear them out, and listen for what it is that you have control over changing. Apologize if you need to, and take responsibility. Stonewalling. If you are the person that has shut down, you can't take anymore, you feel like you're tuning them out, you're getting distracted, this is the time for some self-care, right? This is the time to find a healthy distraction or something soothing you can do. Maybe you start meditating or a yoga practice. Maybe you start journaling in the morning or you take a walk. This is the time to recharge yourself so that you're not cutting your partner off. Another great thing to do if stonewalling is kind of your go-to behavior is that when you're in the middle of a discussion or disagreement, take a 15-minute break. Establish that rule with your partner that if I'm feeling overwhelmed and I can no longer contribute to this discussion, I just need a break. And then maybe go for a walk, take a breather so that you can reset and then come back into the discussion more prepared and a lot calmer. If you're experiencing any of the Four Horsemen, I highly recommend Googling the Gottman Institute. There is so much information there. He's written a lot of great books. It's just a great resource for relationships. I hope this helps. Don't forget to eat your peas. Have a great week.